Good evening everyone, and welcome to Channel 69 News. I am Katie Swan.
And I am Michael Morganson.
Our top story. The entire state of Florida is in a state of emergency due to the coronavirus outbreak that has made its way into Region City.
Due to this, the governor has issued to shut down businesses in order to prevent the spread of the virus. This includes local restaurants and even barbershops. It is said that this virus is contracted by being too close to large groups of people. The governor has also issued that everybody in the city of Region City to wear a surgical mask to prevent the spread or contraction of the virus.
Medical professionals suggest that the people of Region City practice social distancing to also help with containing the virus. This means no large gatherings and no being outside your house with no purpose other than the fact that you are an essential worker working for places like Walmart and drive-thrus.
In related news, anybody caught partaking in the coronavirus challenge, which includes licking products in the stores, will be charged with terrorism. At least 9 people in Region City have been arrested for partaking in this challenge through a mobile app known as TikTok.
To also help contain the virus, our state line has been closed to keep people from coming in and going out, which will help reduce the spread of the virus.
This just in, President Danny Crump had this to say about Region City.
I am not surprised at all that this virus stuff started in Region City, Florida, of all places in our entire country. I should have built a wall around that toilet of a city 3 years ago.
Breaking news. Hundreds of Region City locals have taken to social media to talk about how offended they were that the president called their city a toilet.
Even more breaking news. Protesters have flooded the streets to protest the stay-at-home order due to the virus. These protesters run the risk of spreading the virus or even catching it themselves. We sent a reporter down to one of the protest sites so they could question what was going on. And why it was that they've decided to protest. Sir, can I ask why it is that you are protesting today?
The virus is fake and my house is a prison and it's dark in our derbs. I'm so mad. Oh, they're taking my freedom. And I can't get no haircut and I can't see look right at cops. Oh, I'm so mad. And I ain't no more toilet paper at the Walmart and I can't wipe my behind. I'm so mad.
I can kind of agree with him on the toilet paper thing. The coronavirus does not cause people to crap their pants uncontrollably.
Try telling that to all the empty-headed people of Region City.
This is Michael Morganson and Katie Swan signing off.
So we have to go out in public wearing masks now? I was wearing a mask before it was a thing. Looks like it's time for the Emo Ninja to make one more comeback.
Well, it looks like it's our time to shine. We're making one hell of a profit off this coronavirus.
You are damn right. Don't know what's gotten into the people of this town, but all the toilet paper's flying off the shelves like crazy.
Huh? What the hell is this place? Well, I don't think I'm in Saradonia anymore. Better enjoy what I got going on here.
Buggy boy.
We have yet another crisis on our hands. Not only have we not caught Kessler, our city has been exposed to the coronavirus from China. This has got the citizens of our town in a frenzy.
This isn't good. Do you realize how much racism I've had to face since our country has been introduced to this virus? It's not fun being a gal from China right now.
Ignore all that bullshit, love. Focus more on trying to keep our citizens safe.
Due to this, we are having to enforce lockdown for the people of Regent City till we can clear the virus.
That will be easier said than done, boss. It's only been a few days in and already have protesters crowding the streets protesting the virus and lockdown orders. And even protesters who are upset about the president calling our city a toilet. This is officially going to be worse than the protester uprising of 2018.
I know it's not going to be easy. The best we can do is try to do our best to clear the streets of these maniac protesters and help stop the spread of the virus. Just like the uprising and the terrorist attack at the HDF, we will do whatever is necessary to stop the street violence and get people back in their homes.
Maybe we can get Genji to help us again. He did so well taking down the anti-fascist leader in 2018. And still manages to go out of his way to fight crime even though you messed him over on the Anti-Ro Alliance thing. I mean, you started it so he could have helped taking down Gassler, but had him sit in the car the whole time.
Yeah, you are right about that. I do owe him for that. I'll call him up and see if he will help us. I hope he will. We could really use his help.
Hello?
Benji. It's Mark.
Oh. What the fuck do you want now? You gonna pair me up with a team then leave me out again?
No. Benji. I do apologize for that, though. But we over here at the Broad Darkness Agents headquarters would like to have your help again.
So you need someone to save your asses again? Have you found Kessler yet? I'm still looking forward to kicking her ass.
No. Her whereabouts are still unknown. We would like your help with containing the protesters in town.
Funny that you call upon someone that was wearing a surgical mask years before this virus made it onto United States soil.
Yes, I understand the irony. It's just that you did so well taking down the anti-fascist leader in 2018. Now we have more people flooding the streets and putting everyone at risk of catching it. You know how protesters get in this town. They get pretty hostile. We could use your skills even if you are a borderline psychopath. We need that kind of power again. What do you say, Benji?
Okay. I'll help you this one last time. I better be doing more than sitting in a limo this time.
So it looks like this place has some of these illegal and unholy storefronts. These illegal operations off killing people, I bet. Let's put a stop to this disease.
Good evening, Regent City. This is Katie Swan.
And I am Michael Morganson.
This just in, a Walmart over in South Region was under gunfire by a man in dark clothing and a motorized shopping cart.
Motorized shopping cart?
That's right, Michael. The suspect murdered all the employees, claiming they were a criminal organization. He also calls himself the Buggy Boy.
Here is a sketch of the suspect who got away in his motorized shopping cart. If you see him, call Agent Mark Dark at the Broad Darkness headquarters.
There is a reward for his capture.
Great! Just what we need. We already have a virus killing people, and now we have a maniac who seems to hate everyday low prices shooting up stores. Getting toilet paper just got even harder.
Also, this just in, the Broad Darkness agents welcomed the return of the one vigilante who was wearing surgical masks long before the rest of Region City, the Emo Ninja.
We all remember him as the weird late 2000s scene-looking guy who took on the Region Legion at the Broad Darkness HQ back in 2018. He returns to help enforce social distancing rules and lockdown curfews. He was also selected by Agent Mark Dark to find the Buggy Boy.
Finally some good news.
Also in the news, bystanders in the southern Region City area snapped a photo of this strange and large orb with tire tracks leading from it. Some are beginning to believe the Buggy Boy came from it. Agent Mark Dark is also beginning the investigation to find out what this is, and if the Buggy Boy has anything to do with it. We will keep you updated as this story unfolds.
This is Katie Swan and Michael Morkinson signing off for now.
Shit. This Buggy Boy guy is onto us. He knows we've jacked up the prices of our items during this pandemic and he's killing store owners and employees.
Fuck. What do we do? What if he shows up at our location?
We may have to close up our store. I know people are going to get upset with us, but if he kills us, there goes our store, there goes our profit. Can't make money when we're dead, can we?
I suppose you are right. But what if we fight fire with fire, considering Crump Army is helping us stay afloat as it is? We could always talk to their new leader about arming us. Maybe even get them to stand guard at the store. But the real problem would be having the agents breathing down our necks.
That's why we have them in disguises. Get them to wear clothes from the store and blend in with the customers.
That might actually work. We'll try to talk to them about this.
I hope we can find this Buggy Boy. We already got a virus striking fear into our citizens without the help of a maniac shooting up stores.
Indeed. This might be the shittiest year we've had so far. A virus forces us to flee to Walmart for toilet paper, and then they start shutting down because of a serial killer, which will make getting asswipes and food even harder for this pandemic.
It definitely sounds shitty when you put it like that. We have a lot on our hands this year. And on top of it all, we still have yet to bring down Kessler. She's still on the run. Hopefully the virus takes care of her, but who knows?
Wait. Look. Those look like cart tracks. Let me out here and check this out. Hey, stop! You're in a lot of trouble.
Wait, what now? Oh, just another one of you weirdo surgical mask wearing fellows. If you excuse me, I have an evil corporation to take down.
Evil? What the fuck are you talking about? Our entire country is depending on Walmarts during this pandemic. Why are you destroying them?
These grocery stores are nothing more than evil fronts. Evil fronts responsible for taking the souls of humans and using them for global domination.
Global domination? I think you've lost your mind. You need to turn yourself in.
Oh, so you're with the town guard in this town. Well, guess what, you asshole? I'm not turning myself in. I am so close to finding the con artist who escaped through the Cyridonian portal into this town. I am so close, I know they're in one of these Walmarts.
Portal? So you did come from the portal. And you say 2 con artists escaped through it and they are here in Region City? What a shitty time for guys like this to come here. Tell me more about these 2 con artists you are looking for.
The 2 people that I'm looking for are infamous necromancers from where I'm from. They took part in a criminal organization that used the soul of humans to destroy our beloved Dragon King. Fortunately for us, they failed. They never even reached him. But I would like to stop them because they took part in in an operation that resulted in the death of my mother. I want them all dead.
Necromancers? Dragon Kings? Well, it isn't the weirdest thing I've heard. Hell, I used to fuck an angel in 2018. I take it you're from a medieval-type world?
Yeah, but my timeline is also in the past. Where I'm from, it's 1997, but here in this weird world, it's 2020. I'm just hoping to the gods, I'm praying to the gods, that Ceradonia doesn't turn out to be anything like this in the future.
I'll tell you what, I'll help you find these people so you can take them to prison in your world. You need justice for your mother.
I can't promise that I won't kill them. I already killed their syndicate leaders, so they know I'm after their asses too. They're hiding pretty well. We'll figure out where they're going.
I'll tell my brother not to place you under arrest so we can get this sorted out. He used to travel to a world much like the one you described to find criminals too.
Maybe with the agents trailing the Buggy boy, we can succeed at taking this town for all it's worth.
We got the support of Crump Army to protect our store. What more can we do here?
Perhaps what you need is a professional to back you.
Who the hell are you?
I am the infamous Assassin, the most feared assassin in all of Florida. I've been listening in on what you two have been planning. I want in. With my expertise in assassination and your skills in highway robbery, we could overtake this entire town and milk it for all we can during this pandemic. And using Crump Army? That's ingenious. Especially since they are for big corporations as it is.
Well, she is an expert. What do you think?
Oh. Yes. This will definitely work. Welcome aboard.
Good evening and welcome back to the Channel 69 News. I'm Katie Swan.
And I'm Michael Morganson.
More breaking news. This just in, BLM protesters are now rioting on the streets to protest the death of local Region City black man, Floyd George, who was reported dead after a police officer and former Broad Darkness agent John Hancock choked him to death by resting his knee on the back of his neck during an arrest.
This has sparked an outrage amongst the people of Region City and now are protesting racism and police brutality. This has got the Broad Darkness agents patrolling the streets to try and get the violent protesters off the streets and are now enforcing riot curfews. Agent Mark Dark had this to say about the actions of John Hancock.
People of Region City. As the head officer and agent of the Broad Darkness agents, I do not condone nor support the heinous actions committed by John Hancock. We do not discriminate against the race or beliefs of the people in Region City and will take immediate action to bring him to justice along with anybody caught rioting and looting small businesses in Region City. My new task force will be patrolling the streets to ensure the safety of children and families living here during this crisis. And note this, the coronavirus is still at large. We still gotta get this under control.
We sent a reporter to downtown where BLM protesters are holding a protest for Floyd. Can you give us more insight as to what's going on here?
We are sick of being treated unfairly by police officers. We are sick of the racial profiling and sick of being shot by police officers. We want this to change. What happened to Floyd could have happened to any of us. We want justice for Floyd.
This wraps up our breaking news. Now we return you to pornography for very naughty kiddies.
So what makes this Red Guard more special than all the others in this world?
That's our shirty media turning races against each other. Spreading hate. This just made our mission to find your con artists even harder.
Writers of Region City. This store is protected under the watch of Gaslo Sadran. We will not have any of you pathetic Region City trash come here to riot and ruin this store. Outside of me, this store has many more guarding it. Coming here to loot and riot is as good as a death sentence. After all, you would be fucking with a fugitive terrorist.
Hello once again Region City, this is Katie Swan and Michael Morkinson. More breaking news. Infamous terrorist Kassler Suredram was just spotted on the rooftop of the Northside Walmart with two other people wearing masks that people are believing to be members of Crump Army.
That is correct. The two pictured here that social media are calling Killer Karen and Big Bad Brad are said to have allied themselves with the infamous terrorists to overtake the Walmarts for themselves. The Broad Darkness agents were recently called to take care of the situation.
What the fuck? That's not even my name.
We will return shortly with more news about the current events as things unfold.
Benji, go ahead and go inside.
Gunshots can be heard inside of this Walmart. Now I have to try to calm these riots down. Oh shoot, they're shooting at me. How's it going? Two also. Oh. For the bat. Oh, Emo Ninja, roll. Sorry, had to. Keep you from going after weapons. Oh, I'm not sure what's on this guy's mind, but he's running around like a chicken with his head cut off. Oh, knock that guy out.
If they come up, I'm gonna run. If it one day be all over in the
looks like we got real quick. Oh no, officer down.
Head out to the club, get lit. It's gonna be a big emergency when I go by this fit. They gon' call 911 so fast, I'm making money moves, get rich. Club bangers.
Sorry.
Club bangers.
Just having to do what I gotta do in order to make sure Region City is safe.
Club bangers.
You have finally found me, Agent Mark Dark. How does it feel to suck at your job so badly that it takes over 3 years to even reach me?
You're not getting away from me this time, Kassler. You may have gotten away the last 2 times I've come after you, but not this time.
And I thought you were gonna try to get the coronavirus under control. You gonna risk getting sick to catch me?
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to bring you to justice once and for all. This ends here. And I'm also gonna take your partners in too.
So it looks like I'm not the only one wanted by Mark Dark.
You. John Hancock. How could you start this? All these riots are because of you killing an innocent man. This is all your fault. I do not regret letting you go in 1997.
Oh. You mean you do not appreciate me going after the man who killed my family? And me taking down the drug addict George? That's why the agents are failing. It's because you have grown soft and weak. You are nothing like you were back in the day, and it's a surprise that you still try to carry on. You and your bullshit task force ruined me. Now I'm gonna put you away like I should have years ago.
You ruined your own career not taking orders. And if you think you can take me on, then show me what you got.
Coming down. Oh. Yeah. Look out!
Oh! Got more protesters! Oh, we have... Alright, we got more reinforcements on the way! Behind that! Somebody's got a handgun over this way? Yeah! What are you doing, officer? Oh, I'm gonna stop you from getting anything that you don't need. Alright, we got another officer. Get him! That really hurt. You, get back here! Get him, officer! Alright. Alright, looks like our officers are finally armed. Sorry. No rioting in the Walmart. Oh no! Officer down! This man's trying to throw bricks at me. Another hostile down!
You may have taken down Hank, but I will not go down so easily.
Ah!
Good evening once again. This is Katie Swan and Michael Morkinson.
Our top story, the riots at the Northside Walmart has resulted in hundreds of deaths. These deaths including John Hancock, to whom was the reason behind the BLM riots, infamous terrorist Kassler Redlam, and also the bodies of Killer Karen and Big Bad Brad, to whom were the owners of the Walmart. Their real names have not been released yet.
In related news, the city has released Mark Dark and the rest of the Broad Darkness agents due to their failure to keep Regent City at peace. They failed to prevent the deaths of hundreds of rioters and have been ordered to leave Regent City.
It is said that martial law is to be declared until a new police force can be assembled.
This is Katie Swan and Michael Morkinson signing off for now.
With the agents out of a job, what's your plan?
Since we no longer have the ability to watch over Regent City, I think we are going back to what we did best, fighting the forces of evil over on Earth 2 like we used to back in the 90s. The Buggy boy tells me that his homeworld is in peril. I think it's time we return and help him.
What about us here on Earth 1?
This world has gotten too sensitive for our services. I thought taking over for the Regent City Police Force would be a nice change for us, but I was wrong. Earth 2 is in need of a strong task force leader to fight the evils of a world that will not bitch and complain. We are leaving through the portal with Buggy Boy.
I'll be the big emergency 911. When this quarantine is over, I mean fun. Having fun is an urgency. Oh my gosh, been posted in the crib so lonely. I'll be the big emergency 911. When this quarantine is over, I mean fun. Having fun is an urgency. Oh my gosh, been posted in the crib so lonely. Sliding down the pole, her twerking. Throwing stack. Quarantine is over, I'm throwing stack. $20 on that hole in them jeans. $20. Moving around through the city, I'm stunned. I was so caught up with living, partied out and so excited. Used to hit the block, was chilling. Music turned and black ignited. Had a delay on the news, turned it on fast and so on fire. Heard it was a virus, I'm killing so fast I was so wired. So my country shut it down, all the gas stations and the stores. Understood they had a strategic move made, but I was bored. Only watched that sitcom over and over, so I did chores. Found a new way of my living, wore my mask and cleaned my floors. Now this shit done got old fast and my friends ran out all they gas. Used to creep a little bit sneaking, now I can't even get ass. It's a panic, I am feeling overdue for me some fun. But I got a social distance, if they come up I'm gon' run. If it one day be all over and the stores open real quick, I'm gon' step outside so both will head out to the club, get lit. It's gon' be a big emergency when I go buy this fit. They gon' call 911 so fast I'm making money moves, get rich, club bangers. I'll be the big emergency, club bangers. When this quarantine is over, I club bangers. Having fun is an urgency, club bangers. Been posted in the crib so lonely. Sliding down the pole, her twerking. 911. Quarantine is over, I'm throwing fun. $20 that this shit have just started. They just want us in the house, laid up, get back, looking retarded. I done made so many tracks, I'm tired of music hitting the charts, and I done gained so many cracks on YouTube. Gamers be departed. Every day I'm going so crazy, energy build up and hazy, staring out the window, stupid on the neighbors. Are they taking all the rules and curfew serious? I know, cause it's so making all the sense in the world truthful, but my liver done start aching. I just want to buy a bottle, step outside and throw some dollars, take on new adventures with my new friends, strip clubs and some malls, and all the things life got out for the young and the big daredevils. Car keys tired of being hung up and all my pets looking for shovels. This some country we live in, America is the greatest, but this crisis is so killing me and it's got my head aching. If the liquor's run close early one more time, then I am taking a dose of some Benadryl, maybe sleep it off or go crazy. I'll be the big emergency. I'll be when this quarantine is over. I'll be having fun, it's an urgency. I'll be being posted in the crib so lonely. I'll be the big emergency. 911 when this quarantine is over. I mean fun, having fun is an urgency. Oh my gosh, being posted in the crib so lonely. Sliding down the pole, her twerking, throwing stacks. Quarantine is over, I'm throwing stacks. $20 on that hole in them jeans. $20. Moving around through the city, I'm stunting. I'll be the big emergency. When this quarantine is over, I mean having fun is an urgency. Being posted in the crib so lonely.
Oh, God.